All right. Let's just go live. I think I'm live. A little early, but that's okay. Better early than late, most of the time. Most situations. Three minutes early, brah. Yep. I mean, he didn't live long enough, but I think Hendrix would have played a Kramer had he lived. I'm just saying that. Oh, what's up, Ben? The Game Dane, Vanilla Slice, Big Dave, yo, Rock Nutters, Strat, CPO, what be happening? This, what's up, Coots, Yeti Matzi, Guitar Man, Terry 3Gs. Of course, Daryl, got Jim Bean and G&E, Frank C, Frankie Santo, Ed Axman. I'd do a slideshow, but I mean, I'd have to do one from like last year or the year before because, no NAMM this year. What's up, Ben? What's up, Charles? BC Rich, Frank Spear, John Clark, R2R3, Vibrato Bar. What's up, Robert? From Florida. Six String Brian, Gary Davlin, Ben Coombs, who I might have got already. Rich Cardinal, Cardinale. Yeah, that's right. Fezler, Tyler. It's going a little fast now. Brown Snake, Ron, Sean, Double R Guitar, John Burris, Tubin, Nova Scotia. NAMM is a slideshow this year. I know it would be apropos. It is a slideshow this year. On this slide, you can see our growth expectations for the year 2021. Like the coughs in the background, and you can see we're expecting a 19% growth pattern throughout the coming quarters. What's up, Mike? Robert Hools, KG, Mike Easter, Super Lead. I'll get it. Everybody's here. Music Man Santiago. Steve, what do you think of the new Squier contemporary guitars with roasted maple necks? I love the gunmetal series. Yeah, I think we looked at them the other week, or we looked near them. You can never make everybody happy when you go through that. They're like, you skipped over the one guitar I wanted to look at. You skipped right over it. I don't know. Look, there's a lot of guitars. So the reason why I'm playing the Kramer was because I actually got in the car today and left the house for real. And I drove over to You Do It Electronics over there in off of Great Plain Avenue in Needham. And actually Highland Ave. And got some switches. I needed a couple of switches for my Kramer, my 83 Kramer, right? So I got them. They have everything. And and I was just looking at it today, and I just got to look at a few more wiring diagrams. You know, I used a multimeter with the continuity. You know what I'm saying? Whether you have a complete circuit or not, to sort of figure out the dipoles. They're two what's that? Double pole, double throw switches. So I'm just trying to. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one just be between the humbucker and that, and then the other one, right? So just be literally just the three-way switch. And then the other one will be a series parallel coil cut switch. I'm debating whether to do that for the humbucker or the bridge. I have to take another look. The humbucker that comes stock in it may not have 4 leads. That'll make the choice easy, because I know that the other pickup was an EMG. I had to pull that out. You really shouldn't mix active and passive. You know, just pick a team. It's either all active or all passive. So I think I can do that with the bridge pickup, no problem at all. Right now I have a parallel axis in it, right? Which is, what is that? The Trembucker parallel axis, blue Saraceno, sort of a Seymour Duncan pickup. I do have a Duncan 59. I do have a JB. I have a couple of JBs, and I have them in Trem, right? So what is that? The TB, right? Trembucker, but not parallel axis, just regular Trembucker, right? So a little different. So I'm just sort of figuring out, the more I started looking at what I had for pickups, I was like, do you really want to put this neck pickup in it, which is the stock Schaller pickup, or am I going to switch it out? I don't know. I gotta think about what I'm going to do. So, yeah, the Kramer, 83 Kramer. I gotta say, it looks great. I forgot how small the frets are in those. They're not big old jumbo giant frets like you got in the first round of Ibanez, like RGs. It's a smaller fret, but they got plenty of meat still left on them. You know, they'll work. And that original Floyd Rose, man, those are just, you forget how thick and how machined and just how nice those, you know, a Floyd Rose from 1983 is. It's pretty good. Yeah, chili pepper inlays. Exactly. Let's go to Pepper Cam. You know, you forget just how nice these guitars are. I was trying to get the other Kramer done for tonight, because I got a new Vola here, and next week I'm going to be coming out with a couple of Vola videos, and I'm sort of switching to Vola next week. So I didn't want to, like, just completely kill you with Vola stuff. So I said, well, what can I play that I haven't played recently? You know, and I'm looking around the room, and I'm like, I feel like I've played them all. So I went over to the rack, and I was like, the Kramer, right there. I haven't played the Kramer in months. So it's like, it was an easy choice, you know. Yeah, it's like I had the PRS out. I had, I think what else did I have? The EVH, right? The Ferrari Red EVH. And I got the Select Strat right there. But, you know, I just feel like I've been playing those guitars a lot lately. Even the Epiphone. I feel like I've just been playing that like a ton lately. Like, I like to mix it up. Ebony Fretboard, yes. Yeah, Ebony Fretboard, and I want to say all mahogany construction, mahogany neck and mahogany body. And then, of course, you got the EMGs, and that's an 89, so it's got the coil cut right there. And then this is a bridge always on button. So technically, right, if you're here, you pull this out, it does nothing because you're already on the bridge. But if you go to here and you pull it out, now you've got the bridge and the neck, which, you know, that's not a fairly common, setup on most electric guitars except for like a Tele, right? It's the only way you get that spread like that. And then, of course, you can, at the same time, make this a single coil, right? So single coil here and a single coil here. Right, now you got two single coils, or you could have this a humbucker and this the single coil, right? Because when you're talking active single coil, it's it's like talking like ISO about digital, right? In a very real way, it's just translated from the thing from what it's trying to be. And then I think that's it. I think that's the whole thing. Oh yeah. So the other one is you could go here. So now you've got this one, and technically you could pull this out. Now you've got all three pickups on, right? And that's all four coils. But oh, thanks, Jonathan. Okay. The new Epiphone, less, I think it means Les Paul Customs. Worth the money, new, or should I just move on to something used? Hey, what's up, Cameron Cooper? Hello. A little something for the coop. I feel like my voice, can you hear me? Am I up here? All right, I guess I'm up. I tell you the thing, if you get a used one, okay, it's probably going to come with the small diamond because those are the early models that came out. If you bought a brand new Les Paul Custom, it would, just statistically speaking, it may come with the larger diamond, which was a mid-production change they made. Having seen it, it looks better. I like the larger diamond than the smaller diamond. It would be worth it to me to pay like retail, because they're both the same. It's the same freaking guitar, right? The only it's cosmetic. But I'm that shallow. Okay, I now that I own one of the rare small diamond ones, I try and convince myself that but I got a little diamond envy going on over here. I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Star Guitar? Oh, Dovey Dusk! What's up? Oh, my God, everybody. You're making me feel like a loved man over here. You think there'll be a Summer NAMM this year? Miss you, bro. Maybe. Summer NAMM, maybe. I swear to God, unless they can get the vaccine distributed and they feel like comfortable enough with it, I don't know that California is going to allow such a large gathering in a winter NAMM with like 100,000 people. Nashville, because it's such a smaller venue, I'm thinking that it may be more doable, but who knows? It just depends on where we're looking at for hospitalizations come, probably by May, we'll know. Because I think, are they going to do it in June or July this year? Usually it's July. I'd say that they'd probably know by June or probably late May or early June whether it's going to go off, but thinking maybe not. Right? It's like they got to get needles in arms. Any new guitars, Steve? Yeah, I got a new Vola, but I'm going to do a lot about that next week. So I just didn't want to like just choke you out with Volas, but I got a new Vola here, and I might have another new one coming. I'm sending one back, the old roasted maple, but I want to do a video on it first. Station unrest. He feels no summer NAMM. Not all have gotten the vaccine. I just think so. I had someone call me today that I do IT work for. Not today. They called me yesterday out of the blue, and I haven't been over there in like a year or two. And I'm like, how's the network running? They're like, it's running great. I'm like, damn right it is. But they'd like to do like a tune-up, and I just basically said, let me know when you're vaccinated and I'm vaccinated, and then we'll do it. But if it's not broken, I'm not coming over. Yeah, Nashville's not in California, so right. There might be a chance, right? Nashville's probably a little bit more lax about that stuff, but Cali, just the density of population out there, it becomes an issue. It's a lot more populated than Tennessee. At least LA is. LA has a lot of people in it. How's that for an understatement? Not until the end of September or October in Canada. Yeah, I think that's where it's gonna. I think that's when we're going to know. I think we're going to know, like, next fall, like, really what's up. Let's see how quickly they can get it. Right now they're talking about turning Gillette Stadium into, like, a drive-up and drive-through vaccination, which would be great, right? So here's a facility designed to handle 70,000 people, right? So you just have them snake in a line. They all go through and they get vaccinated and they drive out the other side and out another direction. They have release streets to get people out. They open up back streets to get people out of there. You come in one way, go out the other, and you're out. You don't even send them back the same way. You dump them out to the highway. Could be done. You could see it being done that way. Do a dozen cars at a time. Someone asked about the new computer. Sadly, the case, which came with tempered glass side, showed up in a smashed condition. I picked it up and could feel it. I was like, whoa! Like all the... What's that? You've had one of those things. It's like the stick that you turn from Australia, and you can hear it like all the sand stick. It sounded like, I was like, oh no. So I quickly did a return. I quickly ordered a replacement case. The case will be here tomorrow. What's up, Top Load Telly? What's up, Bill Franz? Yeah, I tell you, Big Mac and a shot. Let's do it. If they offered it at Wendy's, you'd have half of America vaccinated in a day. So, but the new case will be here tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I got my new Seasonic 750. And, I don't know if I don't see them right here, but, I went 32 gigs of RAM. Yeah, rain stick. Yeah, exactly, like a rain stick. It was a rain box. It's like, huh. It's funny because I handed it to the woman on the return for UPS. And she goes, whoa, what's in there? I go, a broken computer case. She goes, it sounds it. She goes, oh, is this an Amazon return? I go, yeah. She goes, City of Industry. He goes, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Oh. Well, the PC didn't come damaged. Only the case. I got all the parts here. I'm going to build it. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance I could build it tomorrow night. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what time the case gets here. If the case can come here, if it gets here early enough, I could get started on it. I'd have it done within, usually takes about an hour. I like to take my time, do a little bit of cable management. I mean, what are you talking? You gotta plug in the processor. You gotta, mount the cooling fan. You gotta do the NVMe M.2. You gotta do the RAM. Power it up. Oh, thanks, Jonathan. What's a really good budget option guitar for building speed for scales for a guy with huge hands? Budget $200 to $600. Really my favorite channel, by the way. Thanks. Oh, thank you, man. Well, you're going to want something with a larger neck. I would say, like, for shred style, my immediate thought goes to, like, for $200 to $600, there's a whole bunch of stuff in Ibanez, You want to build speed for scales, right? I think you're going to, with single note stuff, you might be better served with a flatter fretboard than, say, like a vintage Fender spec, right? I tell you what a good guitar would be, the Kramer Pacer Classics. Those are really, really good deals. The Squier Contemporaries are pretty good. They're a little bit flatter on the fingerboard, too. A good value. Seem to be pretty good. I'm trying to think of... I'm looking around the room. I tell you, my EVH is really good. Kramer makes a few options. Again, they have the little bit flatter fingerboard. I think that a little trickier with the rounded fingerboards to do the workout scales. And the other thing I kind of like, and again, this is up to you, but I like a pronounced fret marker when I'm working out stuff, right? To sort of just drill it in my head. So that's just something to think about. Not everybody, that's an issue, but for me, especially when I'm working on scales, the fret marker really just kind of reminds me, okay, you're here and you're doing this, and you're sort of working out the finger stuff, but you've got to get it through your head first to get it to your fingers. And that's where I think a pronounced fret marker seems to be of value to me. That's all I'm saying. Charvel's another good one. Charvel makes a wonderful guitar. You can get a used Charvel for short money. You could definitely get a used Kramer, for that budget without a problem. On the low end of that budget, there's a bunch of Squier options, without a doubt. A little bit flatter fretboard. And there's a whole bunch of Ibanez options as well. Those are the brands that immediately come to mind. Now, a brand that I've never really owned, but seems to make some pretty good stuff in that range also is Jackson. If you're into that sort of shape and style. I've heard good things about some of the Jackson stuff in that range. If anyone else has any, and Epiphone, again, it's going to be a little bit flatter, right, than this, which is straight up vintage curve. You'd be better served with that, and more pronounced fret markers. Again, versus that, which is, what I would call a little bit more of a feel guitar than that, right? This one you're playing a little bit more on autopilot than on this, right? Where you have a pronounced fret marker, flatter fretboard, and you'll know when you have this on you because it's 10 pounds. Squier Classic 5. It's one of the best values out there. I can tell you that if you could find it, and they're a little tricky to find because 600 is right at the very, very lowest you can get them. But you will find some of the satin finish Les Pauls with the trapezoid inlays. Gibson, you get a USA-made product for around that. It's rare, though, and you're going to be right up to your budget. It will be like $5.99, right? So with tax and shipping, you're probably past your budget. So you're not going to see it really much cheaper than that. Watching older videos, I look better with age. Thank you. That's what I keep telling everybody. Jesus. What's up from Winnipeg? Heard Dave Mustaine is going to Kramer. I am not at liberty to talk about it. I have seen the rumors out there. But, you know, have I seen photos of what might be a prototype? What does that even mean? Weird question. Best fretboard markers ever seen? Well, these are pretty dope. That's what the kids say these days. They all say it's dope. I kind of like those. I like the Jackson Soloist Dorito chip triangle. It's a classic look. On a Les Paul Custom, it has to be square. It has to be Ebony Fretboard. On a Les Paul Standard, they have to be trapezoid. It has to be a rosewood fretboard. It's like, I have certain recipes that have to be right. I was never a fan of the star inlays. I have friends that like those on like the Richie Sambora. Wasn't a fan. I do like the bird inlays. A lot of people don't like those. I think they're cool, but the one I like is the one that has the outline. There's one version where the inner part is like a little bit different than an outline part. I think that's the coolest of all the bird variations out there. Is Kramer waiting to the last minute to show the new lineup? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it because I've seen more things that say that they might be done now. It might be that they want to wait until... So here's the dilemma. And I don't know this, I'm spitballing, speculating here. It might be that they're only showing the models they can be guaranteed to get stock for. Because they don't want to be vaporware, right? They don't want to be like, you know, hey, check out all latest guitars, you know, coming fall 2021, right? So it's like, you can't have it where they're talking up all these guitars in January and they literally can't get them to stores until September or October. The better thing is to bring out those guitars. If you know that that's when you're going to have them, bring them out in the so-called summer NAMM. Maybe there'll be a virtual summer NAMM if there isn't an actual one. That's when you do it. Now, all of a sudden, when it comes out in September, it feels like it's coming out pretty quickly, right? Even though that was the plan the whole time. It takes a while for that to stop happening. The dopest ones I have run a PVHP. Yeah. Those are pretty good. Dave Mustaine is going to Gibson. Okay. How much was this Kramer? These Kramers are... well, they're all over the place. I want to say $9.99, but I think at the time this one was out, you could have got them on sale like pretty low, like as low as like $6.99, $7.99. But I think those are gone. I think now they're all with Duncan pickups, and they're going to be the like the metallic paint jobs, right? Like the blue metallic, the orange metallic, the black metallic. And those are going to be, I think, around $9.99. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is, single coil. like the moons over the birds. I have both. Yeah, the moons are pretty good too. Did Gibson Epiphone release their new stuff? For the, I don't know. I know that they put a few things out this week. It might be. I don't know that they're making any. I don't know that they're making like really big changes for this year. This Kramer, I think, is a 2014. That's a 14. How many electric guitars do I own? I think it's up there. More than 25. All right, because there's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Plus the ones over there. Yeah, no. I got a few. It's up there. Oh no, I have a lot on the Dave Mustaine move, but I'm friends with those guys, and I'm not. I have relationships, and even though I might have pictures on here, I can't share them with you. Even though I may know actually quite a bit about that, I really can't talk about it. That's for them to talk about and release. Hey, what's up, Blackjack? Hey, what's up, Steve Hogan? Good to see you. The only new Epiphone was the Nancy Wilson. Yeah, the Nancy Wilson. What's the, And then there were 3 new Kramers, all artist series, right? The Sabo, the Snake, and then 2 more, and I can't. Charlie, I think he's from Brazil. He's a really, really amazing player, shred guy, and I wouldn't even try to pronounce his last name. It begins with a P, but you would know him if you saw him because he's a bit of a YouTube legend. And then there was one more. I can't think. Snake Pilskin. Is that the other one? Was it the Pilskin? Jolly Para. I feel like his name is a lot longer than that. Oh, yeah, Tracy Guns. That was the other one. Tracy Guns. Right. Charlie Para, Tracy Guns, Snake Sabo. Those were the 3. Anything new with BC Rich? They reached out to me like a year ago, like a while ago. It was like, hey, we should do something. I was like, sure, but I haven't really heard back. I don't know what's going on with them. It's been a tough year. I don't, I don't blame, that for happening. It's one of those years where they have to really look and see, like, how much are we spending on promotion, right? How many guitars do we want to send out? So, I get it. Maybe when retail's a little bit more going again. But I've heard that Vola was telling me they had a great year. And I've heard Fender had a great year. I've heard sales are generally up. And I can tell you this, stock on Guitar Center used is way down. And prices have ticked up recently. They just have. Garrett Peters, what's up, buddy? Desert Island guitar? I don't know. I always get asked that. Whatever one I'm playing now. I don't fall in love with guitars. Guys out there, if you name your guitar, you've done something I've never done in my entire life, ever. And I don't know. I swear to God, some guys treat their guitars like their goddamn girlfriend. They don't want other guys to touch it. They don't like getting used guitars that other guys have touched. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't get it. But, you know. I fall in love with girls who fall in love with guys who play too much guitar. Yeah. Yeah, but I've never ever named a guitar. Ever. Yeah, this is Morty Finkelstein. Happy? Morty. Someone tune Morty up. That's the thing. They always give him like exotic names, stripper names. You know, this is Charlize. It's like, dude. Oh. Do you have a Sustainiac? Yeah. I don't want to own a guitar from a guy who treated it like his girlfriend. That sounds a little gross. What's up, hotshot? I've always thought the naming thing is so weird. I know. My God. It's like you're having a little emotional affair on your wife or your girlfriend. Yeah, she's a screamer. Ah, Morty. Yeah, Charlize Theron's hot, but a guitar named Charlize after Charlize Theron is pathetic. Play the Sir. Do I own a Sir? I don't. Come at me, sir. I forget it now. Well, I don't know what did happen to Schecter this year. You know, I want to. Someone was talking about Sustainiac. If I ever owned one of them, I'm like really intrigued by those. I played one in a Joe Satriani when I went to GitCon 1, the original GitCon in 2017. Ibanez was one of the vendors that was there, and they had a Joe Satriani with a Sustainiac in it, and my God, what a fun guitar. Now, for a lot less money, Schecter made one, right? The Sun Valley Super Shredder with a Sustainiac in the neck. I keep my eye out for one. They make one in like blue, I think, and maybe in black or white. They have a couple of colors out there. You usually find them without the Sustainiac. I'm just trying to find one with it used. You can find them for like $550, $600. Scott here. Did you talk about the new Line 6 HX Stomp? No, but I want one. The new Stomp XL. Come at me, Line 6. They're like, no, you were mean to us about the native Helix. Helix native. Well, you know, it's getting better, but admittedly, it's not quite. I'll bet that's one of those things where I think the hardware is better than the software. Because you got to remember they have to port that over. Yeah, ADA quad reverb and a Marshall power amp. Yeah, that dual Marshall power amp. Also, though, there was a Mesa Boogie. If you really had money, you'd get the Boogie one. And you'd maybe even get the Marshall preamp. Remember the Marshall preamp? Get the Marshall preamp, the effects, and the Boogie, the dual Boogie. Just got an ART power plant. Yeah, God, I had a few of those ARTs. The only things I have left now is I have a Digitech 256XL. That's about 30 years old. And a Valve Effects, Digitech Valve Effects. That's probably 26 years old. I got to think that's from 94. Maybe earlier, but I want to say 94. Steve, did you get your neck back for your Frankie? Not yet. In fact, I just spoke with them recently, and we talked about because they make a neck, like a vintage style neck that I've seen on some of their guitars, the Acacia guitars. And I was like, well, why can't you just do it like that neck? You know, it's a little bit, they're like, oh yeah, I know what you're saying. They're like, it's like a little tinted, but it's like a satin feel. I'm like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, we can do that. So I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and give it a little bit more of a, a vintage tinted look to it. I told them to take their time, whenever they're ready. Steve, you still have your Les Pauls? I do. Got the Ibanez one, and I got the Gibson. And I got the Epiphone. How come I never plug into the orange? Well, that's only for special occasions. Just when the sun and the planets are aligned right, it's time to plug into the orange. Gibson cigar. No, I still have the red one. I guess the white one. And that's it. I gave the Supreme there to my brother-in-law. And I gave the amber one to Bobby. like that? Thanks, Ryan. Yeah. Steve, what strings engage are your favorite? Oh, God. Really? I like 10s. I tell you, I'd love to. I need a string company. I have too many guitars and too few strings. I was working with Cleartone, but who knows what's going on with Cleartone these days? My guy's long gone from there. So I need a new string company. Come at me, Daddario or Ernie Ball. Come at me, bro. Hey, what's up, Sean Daniel? Boys, everybody's here. Ryan's here. Sean's here. Look at this. Oh, really? I will, dude. I will. Let's see if you... I'm not sure if I still have your same email, but I will, because I have too many guitars and not enough strings. It's a little out of control. Oh, that'd be awesome, man. I love Ernie Ball. I used Super Slinkies for years. I'd probably be regular Slinky now. I'm a 10 through 46 guy. Oh, that'd be fantastic, man. That'd be fantastic. That'd be good. Did you hear that, guys? You're getting restrung. They're like, finally, we're in rags over here. Perfecto de Castro, what's up, buddy? Oh my God, everybody's out tonight. No, I used Ernie Ball. Yeah, pretty much Ernie Ball Super Slinkies. My God, for years. The Pink Pack. The Pink Pack for goddamn years. And I've used a bunch of brands. Daddario, like I said, Cleartone for a while, but I got no problem with Ernie Ball. I got no problem at all. Good stuff. Yeah, exactly. When you get older, you get regular. No more Super Slinkies. Super Slinky, God. Now I'm going to need a nap and a bowl of Wheaties. What's up, Dave from Canada? Cowtown Customs is here. My God, everybody's here. PDX Guitar Freak. I really like Daddario NYXLs. I've heard good things about the NYXL. I think Ernie Ball has a similar thing, right? A sort of a less breakable string. Isn't that what NYXL was all about? Sort of like a little bit less breakable, longer lasting string. I think everybody has one now. That line. Like a more premium line. Oh, is that 10 solo music here too? My God, everybody's here. God, that's horrible. God, I know I'm already out. Damn. Ah! It's like my fourth cup of coffee today. Fourth jumbo. Yeah, NYXLs are all about lasting long. Right. We're meant to be the same steel used for the cable of bridges. Nice. I heard, and I don't know for sure, but I heard that the clear tone strings was treated with the same process that they treat diving gear with, to keep diving gear under salt water from, being eroded and corroded. There's some like surface treatment that they do. And I heard that that's what they do with that the guy had come from some sort of tech to do with that, but who knows if that's really true. Yeah, we're getting the band back together. So Cameron, he uses Elixir OptiWebs. They're unreal. I get 9 months of use. Fantastic. Cam, I got a buddy of mine I went to high school with. And he was like, I might have told you this. He reached out to me and he was like, dude, I can't believe I found you. Oh my God. He goes, I love this guy, Cameron Cooper. I'm like, yeah, Cam. God, he's been on YouTube forever now. And he goes, yeah. He goes, I went on there and I look at like other channels and I see Steve from Boston. He goes, I'm from Boston. So I click it. He goes, I almost shit myself. I'm like, yeah, that happens. Van Halen said he used to boil his strings. Yeah, you know what? Bass players would boil their strings just because they would be kind of expensive, especially when you had mom and pop stores. You're paying $45, $50 for a set of bass strings. In 1986. You'll find boiling them. It's a cheap alternative to wringing a little bit more life out of them, getting all the gunk out from the windings. But yeah, I don't know. I tell you this, I find the sweet spot for guitar strings is about a day in. The first day they're almost a little too bright. About a day in, boy, they hit a sweet spot. Then it's all downhill from there, right? Then they just start to slowly turn to shit over the next couple of weeks. Time for an espresso and then some Dragon Force. God, I'll have a friggin' seizure. I use Slinky's pink on Fender, purple on Gibson, yeah. I tell you, I used that pink pack for friggin' years, probably from like 1980 till probably like 86, 87, somewhere around there. I remember we had moved and I could get, it really just came down to price. They would give me a better deal on D'Addario. And I had switched to D'Addario XL 110s? Because there's 110s and 120s, and one is the 9 and one is the 10. And I was still on the 9s. I was still on 9s for a long period. But I eventually went to D'Addario 10s, and like I said, then I went to Clear Tone for a while. But I'm not that picky about strings. I just want them to be consistent. And I know that Ernie Ball is. Ernie Ball is one of the few places, just like D'Addario, that they're still making their own strings. A lot of other brands, GHS I think still, and Dean Markley make their own strings. But a lot of brands, especially like Fender or Gibson, they don't make their own strings. They job those out. Sammy says use a pink pack for 25 years. Yeah. A 9 through 52. That's a skinny top, heavy bottom right there. I used to play on pretty dead strings. I would get it to the point where light couldn't escape its surface any longer. I'd be like, all right, I guess I can replace them. And then you replace them, the guitar, say, wow, this guitar sounds so much better. It's like, duh. You just put some new strings on it. Huh. Yeah, go figure. Oh, man. Oh, we're having fun. All right, so this year we're missing NAMM. God, I'm missing NAMM. Could I open up another tabola? Put it here. Go to the photogs albums. What do I got? All right, so yeah, 39 items. I'd say my most right here is I tell you, I did a lot of Dallas. God, I took a lot of photos at Dallas. But I have some NAMM photos here. This is from NAMM. What is this from? NAMM 2019. Now, what happens if I go... Nope. Yeah. Look at that. Look at me. It's like I know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't play. Oh, my God. Everybody is here. All right. This is for Arnold. That's my totes brutes. Dude, what's up, Mission Pro? Not being able to see you in the other Guitar Bros. One of the biggest disappointments not having an amp. I know. Dude, I know. I swear to God, I'm going to bro hug everybody so hard. I'm going to be cracking spines at the next NAMM. Spines, I tell you. Oh, yeah. Remember that? So this is not the last NAMM. It's the NAMM before it. Remember that? When they had the orange Tremlord? Oh, sure. Chug chug. I really like that guitar. That's about as brutal as I get, bro. This one, I played one of these at the Rockin' 1000. So it has a little special place in me heart. In me heart. Deep in me heart. Now, this was interesting. They were showing these this year, and they didn't come out for another year. They basically said it was proof of concept. So it was sort of funny that they were showing them. They did come out, but they didn't come out for one more year. It was just sort of like, let's throw this up and see what people thought. And people loved it. It was quite the talk of the NAMM show. I think I like the skull. Can't go wrong with sugar skulls. And this is what a lot of people were doing that year too. They were doing, the poly mixture, right? So it's like it's wood, but then they throw in like some lucite or something. And then they polish it all up. It kind of looks like stone. That was like a vintage overdrive. I'm like, really? Sparkle red? I feel like it should be. Oh, of course. Me and Phil. Me and Phil. And Vlad. The whole team. Oh, and Mike, look at that guy. He's gorgeous. Like I always say, he could turn me. He could turn me. I'm getting Luke Hoskin to try and look like his poster. Which I'm going to say he was a pretty good sport. Oh, my man, Jay Leonard J. I got to admit, when I first met Jay, he has what I would call an unbridled enthusiasm. And that's what I love about him. He has an unbridled enthusiasm. And my other buddy, Jamie, what an amazing player. You know, you what you realize when you're out there and you go to these events is that a lot of these people are really talented. What the hell am I? Right? What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Of course, Samurai showing up. Those had just come out, and he nicked one and brought it down, and we were in we're in our little booth there at Framus, and I was like, dude, where'd you get that? Well, let me hold that. And then, of course, Paul Davids. Right. It's funny because we had not met in a formal way until really the summer when we were hanging out at one of the events there. Which one was it? It was Gear University, TGU 19. But I saw him and I was like, oh man, dude, I'm a big fan of your videos. Then he looked at me and he goes, oh, I remember you. He goes, Pixie Licks. And I almost shit myself. I was like, dude, I will take it. That was a spread. That's what happens when you're a rock star. You get food. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty awesome. The Hughes and Kettner clock. I want one of those clocks so bad. Oh, this dude. Can I just tell you how awesome Hoser is? All right. It's like these guys are the unsung heroes of every goddamn studio. Because none of this shit works unless you plug it in. And this dude is just the best friggin' dude. He really, really is. And I love this guy, Dylan, and I just love the company. I just you know, and I'll say this: Hose is a brand I've been using since like 1986. Okay, we were a Hose dealer at the music store, and my God, I you know, I was just so happy that they were really receptive to YouTubers, and I can tell you that they've just like showered me with pretty much anything I need. I call them up, I say, send him an email and say, oh dude, you don't happen to have a guitar stand? He sends me 6 guitar stands, you know, whatever you need. I mean, they're just so good. Oh, this dude, Sean, you know, he's a level 10 guitar wizard. Don't let the glasses fool you, all right? He could slay you in a second if he had to with his guitar wizardry. Don't underestimate him. He looks like benign right there, but he's got the killer riffs. Just knock you right out with one shred. And of course, this guy. Oh, it's Adam Neely. Oh, hey, it's Adam Neely. He's like, oh, God, do I have to stand next to this? I'm getting old folk stank on me right now. Poor guy. Poor man. He's actually really nice. He puts up with a lot, mostly from me. Yes. Take that one, and I want that one, and I want that one, and that one, that one. This one, no. Just kidding. That one, too. And this one, and that one, and that one. And probably a few that are off camera right now. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, hey. I think we've moved to the PRS booth. Oh, I think we're in the PRS booth. Yep, we're definitely in the PRS booth. Look at that thing. You know, it's carved out of a single moon rock, making it the most expensive guitar ever. Starry, starry night. Oh, this dude. Again, this is what NAMM is all about, right here. Okay, hanging with awesome dudes like Garrett Peters. All right. You hope some of his talent will rub off, but sadly it doesn't. Maybe if I grew my hair out. This dude right here, you know why he's so happy and why he's so stoked? He just won that guitar. Yeah, that's right. He just won it. Free. And he's walking out with it. They had to walk him out with it because he won it, and of course you can't walk out of there with gear. So of course they have to help him get out. No, it's awesome. And they're showing off their lefties that year too. That's right, a lot of lefties. Oh, look at that. It's almost like he's a little bit famous. Oh, Garrett's here. Oh, God, everybody's here. That's right, Garrett was here. Look at that. And let's get to the real stuff. Korean barbecue. I mean, this is why we go. We go for the Korean barbecue. Oh, and this dude, Joss Allen. Oh, and my buddies at Epiphone/Kramer/Steinberger. I'm looking really good. I was throwing up the entire night before. I've lost an incredible amount of weight overnight. Oh, and my buddy with his new blues power, you know, Jared James Nichols. What? Come back an hour later. What? Still going. Look at him. He's mugging me. I'm like, send help. It's all good, though. It's all good. This was day 4. I'm not going to lie, by day 4, I'm a little tired. I'm holding my grandmother up here. She can barely walk at this point. Oh my God, Rocco! Amazing guitar player. Shred guy. The Van Halen. The Dokken. Yeah, he does it all. Mayones, I think. Booth, I want to say. That's looking familiar in there. I want to say that's, yeah, M. That's an M, right? I think I see an M. I got to think the Kiesel booth. I got to think Kiesel. Oh, and then that might be that. This could be the final one. No. That's right. We all got out-ordered. We went out and got burgers, and everybody looked at their burger when they showed up. And this is Fred. We call him Judge Fred. he kicked our ass. That burger just absolutely killed every other burger on the table, consumed it, and then became a super burger, which you see before you now. It became the dominant burger within seconds of appearing on the table. Oh, and it looks like we're heading back. All right. We'll go back to the main cam. I think, yeah, that was it. That was 2019. I might, just because we like to look at stuff. It doesn't hurt. And again, we're doing NAMM. No. Yep. We're heading into summer NAMM. Now, as you can see, the South in America is a bit on the moist side. So as we're heading in, it's a little stormy. I gotta admit, I'm not a big fan of flying through giant thunderstorms. Nice hotel though. My room was friggin' lit. You know that guy? He's the Yngwie of country. God, you know him. The dude with the... I know, Arnold. I know. I was so bummed because I was only there for 2 days last year, Winter NAMM. The year before I did 4 days, but 2020 I only did 2 days. And I totally regretted it. It was a waste of time. I spent more hours in the air than I did on the ground. It was like just a complete colossal waste of time to fly all the way from Boston to LA for 2 days. I would never do that again. I'm pretty much 3 days minimum now. And I should just really do the 4 days. Yeah, Johnny Highland. Thank you. And of course, Gregory Cockery is fucking 10 feet tall. This dude was pretty amazing. Kind of like a shred violinist. Shredolinist. Oh, that's the year we met RJ. I don't think we had met him before that. He was walking down to the Kiesel booth, and I ran down. I was like, Ron. He goes, RJ, Ron Killiel. I go, right. And he goes, RJ. And I was like, RJ, come on back. Meet everybody. And we've been friends ever since. Kramer's. There's the black one of like what's an I beholden, right there. May not. There it is in ebony. Oh, we're just having fun. Out for this place was amazing. It was southern, like grits and fried chicken, and just everything was just friggin' amazing. It was really, really good. Yeah, there it is, Monell's. That was the place. Really good. That's the Kiesel. What's that called? Is that the gold? Is that the gold ground? Is that the platinum ground? Is that the platinum water? No. Is it the bronze earth? No. Huh. What do they call that one? It's a name. Yeah, right, Arnold? Right? Soul food. Yeah. Yeah, there's a name for this. Is it the platinum fire? No. It's like some sort of metal followed by some sort of earth element. And in a freak nuclear accident, I was shrunk. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we are. Now we're in Gibson Land. Gibson Land. With the blueberries and the bursts and the blueberry bursts. Oh, yeah, that's when they let me in the factory to take pictures. Last time I went in the factory, they wouldn't let me take pictures. I can tell you that the last time I was in the factory, you see how it's like a little dusty down here? And it was all gone, all cleaned up. And you see how this is open like this? It was more like channeled off using plexiglass. They really, really changed the factory with that new guy. That's binding. That guy's gluing a neck in. Yeah, is it the aluminum airborne? Is it the... It's some sort of metal followed by some sort of earth element. Oh. Is it the iron water? No, there's a name for it. I just can't think of what it is. Those guitars are literally rolling. They're moving like Willy Wonka as they dry. You see that? They run them around the factory. I couldn't even go in this area the last time I went. They wouldn't let you in the spray area. Now I'm back. I'm back at the... that's the main entryway to get it. So to the left here is the big hall. This is the hallway to get into the hall. Summer NAMM. Guitars. Those are nice though, huh? Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Especially that one. Oh, Andy Wood. Nice guy. Framus, right? Fender. That's when they launched the Player Series. Yeah, Tin Moisture. Exactly. Oh, Metalhead Hippie. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. That is from Peg Leg Porker. I mean, let's get to the real stuff, okay? You got your mac and cheese, you got your green beans. So, I can tell you that when we went to Peg Leg Porker, I probably got into a story where I was like, oh, motherfuck this and fuck that and all craziness. And I guess there was a family next to us and everyone was dying and no one could tell me like to shut up. And I was like, really? You should have said something. Like, apparently. I was lost in my own obscene-laden world and didn't realize it. But this is bringing me back to that moment. Oh, yeah, the guys over at Close Guitars. This chick was nice. She was walking around trying stuff out. I think it was a dude met me at the place. I'm trying to think. The circumstances. Oh, yeah, me and Johnny Highland. And there's Dovey Das. And Dovey Das is a Dovey Das. This is a clean-shaven Dovey Das. This is before the current iteration. Nutter Guitars. You know. I'll see you at PDX. Sorry, man. I think that might be the end of that one. All right. We got one more. Let me go back. That was... Where is... NAMM, 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 NAMM. NAMM, 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 NAMM. NAMM is a NAMM, no NAMM. All right. And now this is the last NAMM. This is going to be the shortest one, I think, because I was only there for 2 days. You know? I don't know, Andrew. I don't know if you're in... You might be the year before that, actually. I think you're... When did we go to the Waffle House? I want to say it was... I want to say that was 2018, right? Not 2019? Am I wrong? Was it 2019? Oh, yeah. Heading out. And I immediately went. I was starving when I got there. I only had a beer before I left, and then I had tried this as Habit Burger. It was okay. I probably needed to spend more time at the toppings bar. I forget where this was. It had the Fishmans. Close. They're getting into electrics. Here's Hunter trying to decide whether or not he likes this or hates this. I think he wound up being indifferent. What's up, Aaron? I think it was 2018 too. Oh, absolutely, Arnold. No, I know. Next time we hang, it's going to be a goddamn photo shoot. Me and my main man, Rabia. And, of course, Anthony. The blues man himself. SRV, Anthony. And that was the first time I ever saw a spar cam. Apparently, it sort of became a thing. They're like, come on in, check out this new amp. I was like, sweet. Me and Ben Eller and Baker in the back, a button with the Baker bomb. That was the new thing that year. The new Synergy. Vi. Texas Blues Alley, exactly. Cameron, you've got to go to NAMM. You will arrive a boy, but you will leave a man. Oh, dude, you gotta go. Will it cost you a couple of $1,000? Sure. But you'll have memories for a lifetime. Oh, I saw Chris Buck in the morning. You see, it's kind of quiet. This is before the show was opened. And I was like, Chris, get over here, you bastard. I didn't really know Chris, but we both got stuck in Amsterdam on the flight back from TGU 19, and we spent the evening down at the bar drinking and shooting the shit. What a great guy and an amazing player. Paul Davids, I can tell you this. I don't know that I'm holding this camera. I think that might be, where am I? Is that the Music Man booth behind me? I swear to God, it might be Mary Spender taking that photo. My main man, Jack. Jack, it's either Fiegler or Fleegler. Fleegler? I just Jack, this guy here. What a sick guitar player. Just amazing. Got a nice little Kramer there for you. He's playing Kramer. He's playing ESP. Toxic Externity. I think the name of the band is Singularity? Or Singular? I thought it was Singularity. Friggin' awesome. I love friggin'... This dude is so friggin' nice. Like the world's nicest guy. I think I'm downstairs. I'm hanging out at Blue Cat Audio, and he's showing me his new Destructor. Not particularly good. Now I'm in the Orange Inner Sanctum, hanging out in there. And then I ran into Mary Spender. I think Paul's taking this photo. I think that's what it was. I took a selfie with Paul, and then she showed up. And I was like, Paul, take our photo. He goes, what am I, your photographer? I'm like, for this photo you are. And he was like, all right, I'll do it, damn it. So this is photo by Paul Davids. And now we're off in the Gibson booth, which, again, it goes to show you the power of lighting. Because the lighting on and the booth was so friggin' amazing. It made such a difference. Now, a couple of years prior, they had done a similar thing, but the lighting was terrible. And it really made a difference. It made it look kind of like almost like a flea market with the much more focused lighting. I swear to God. It's a little thing, but it made a huge difference in how the whole room came across. It really did. You see, these people are all in the shadows, kind of, right? Like the room is not lit except for the instruments, so they really pop when you're walking through. You can see it here, how dark it is in here, but the instruments are so friggin' bright. And they did it all with spotlights. Again, a perfect example of it. All the guitars are glowing bright, but in between, it's really dark. I'm just checking here. Hey, what's up, Aaron Guitar? Oh, right. That was, again, it goes to show the new thing at the time was the new Slash models, which are very expensive. And any SIG guitar is usually really on the pricier side. Got to admit, though, that's a pretty sick top right there. And that's Phil tuning up, pretty much, announcing that he's in the part of the Gibson family now. And they're out there doing a bunch of tunes. And, oh, my main man, Mike, China Guitar Skeptic. What a great guy, just tons of fun. And then here we are, Robert and Carl Golden hanging out. I think we're right out front of the Gibson booth, up on the second floor. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to play. And then there I am heading back. Well, there you go. And that was my NAMM Odyssey. I go here. I hit that. And then like that. And I'm back. Woohoo! Yeah, I know that was a short one. I was only there 2 days. I know, I was only there 2 days. Too damn short. Can't wait to go back. I'm gonna be busting spines with bear hugs. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with NAMM next year. I think it just really depends on how good the state of California feels about what they got for vaccinations, and then how they feel about. Again, it's about 100,000 people a day. It's a lot of people. What's up, Rico? 2022 or 2023, I would say if I'm a betting man, I'm going to say it's going to be 2023. You watch them push it out one more year. I wouldn't doubt it. Again, I think Summer NAMM might have an easier time because it's not 5 football fields in size, right? That's the problem with Winter NAMM. Is every single one of those friggin' rooms, and there's 5 of them, is the size of a friggin' football grid. Oh, thanks, Vanilla Slice. Anytime, buddy. That's what dads do. Maybe they'll scale it down. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, exactly. Being that it's Cali, I think Cali, especially where they've had such breakouts Cali's sort of a hot spot right now. Until that gets under control, I think they're gonna hold. They're gonna hold up. A friend of mine just lost his dad to COVID. He was fine, and then he got it, and then he was doing better, and then he was doing worse. He went in the hospital, but then he was doing better, and he was out of the hospital. Then he was back in the hospital again, and he eventually passed away from it. It took him about 6 weeks, but eventually it got him. Yeah, I would think that maybe Summer NAMM, again, it's a much smaller venue. And it's in Tennessee, which is a much more rural area than, I mean, don't get me wrong, Nashville is a city, but it doesn't even come close to the density that friggin' NAMM is in Anaheim and Los Angeles. There's a lot more people. And the LA airport is enormous, compared to Nashville. So, yeah, maybe Nashville. Maybe Nashville could go and happen. But I just think that Winter NAMM and Cali, again, it just depends on how quickly they can get people vaccinated. That's really what it'll, it's going to come down to. The other thing is that NAMM already is famous, notorious for getting you sick, right? We call it NAMMthrax because there's so many friggin' people there, and you're just around so much. And when it gets real busy, like on Saturday, you're like shoulder to shoulder. They finally spaced it out more in like the last couple of years because they opened that new building, which opened up a lot more floor space. So it wasn't quite as tight. But still, I mean, it's packed with people. It's an incomprehensibly large amount of people stuffed in one place. So, we sort of already know that it's a place where, people get sick. So, we'll see. Yeah, it's exactly, Arnold. It's a plague pit. It's like... Steve, you're old. Be getting the vaccine soon? No, I'm not old enough. Found out. I looked it up. And it looks to me like I'm not going to get it until I think they said like phase 3A or something like that. Which is, I don't think it's going to happen until like May or June. My dad already got his. My dad already got a vaccine because he's 87 and he's a vet. So he goes to the VA hospital. They called him up. They go, we got a vaccine. Come on down. All right. My dad already got the vaccine. But I think for me, I don't think I don't think it's going to happen until like probably May or June. And it's probably going to be administered by my primary care physician, if I had to guess. The funny thing is my mother can't get it. She's 6 years younger than my dad. She's 81. And, she's got no way to get it yet. But she'll be in one of the early groups. Same with my father-in-law. he's, again, he's 85. So he's in, in the first round of people to get it without a doubt, but he still hasn't been contacted yet. So, yes, someone I tried a few years ago was a baseball bat net. No, not this. No, I wouldn't call that a bat. It's pretty good. My dad in Vietnam, no, he's older than that. My dad was 35, like, by Vietnam. No, my dad was Korean War. But I don't think he served any combat time. My dad's claim to fame is that when he was stationed in Florida, he went down to see a hot new act, like some weekend, or might have played the air base. My dad was in the Navy, might have played at the port or something like that. It was Elvis Presley. So think about when Elvis was like first coming out. When is that? 54. Yeah, neck through. It's like a soloist, but Kramer. These are made in Korea. Do. There we go. Kramer. Krameric by Kramerico. There you go. Sorry to hear that, Walter. Yeah, I don't think these are compound radius. That's a good question. With the Jackson type. I don't think they are. I could be wrong. Pickups are EMG SA 89. And the 89 is basically an 85 that coil cuts to an SA. And then it's got the bridge enabler. What's up, Aljon? What's up, buddy? Yeah, we were just admiring the Kramer. I was telling everyone I went to U2 Electronics not this morning, actually early afternoon, and I got some parts for the other Kramer. I remember I wanted a couple of double throw switches, A couple of 3-ways for it, which I got. I even got a kill switch just because it was only $3, and maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't, I don't know. But I didn't get a chance to wire it up. I was sort of staring at it for a while going, wow, now you got to figure this out, you big dope. Like, how are you wiring this again? So I just decided, well, if I'm not going to get that Kramer working, I'll get this one. I'll play this one. You playing through THU tonight? I am. And this is the my standard patch. Patch number 13. Oh, Cam, right. Then it goes like a... It's actually an A, and he does it over an A drone. I want to say it's light a shade of green. Yeah, Krellbar has it, light a shade of green. That's it. That's it. Yeah, it's almost like a little bagpipian in its style. Now, there's another tapping tune on that record, which is God Save Video, but it's not Celtic in nature. That's just a straight up rock tap. The one that I think you're talking about is that light a shade of green. Yeah, no, you should check that out. See if you can find that. Is it God Save Video? Is that the name of the whole record? Like, what's the title of the record for Alcatraz? I think it's right, because Yngwie's out, right? Yngwie's out of the band. Vi comes in. It's like Vi replaced Yngwie and Alcatraz, like Van Halen with Roth. It's like the poor guy. So he's got big shoes to fill. Not that he does it. I'm just saying, he's like fighting the wind. Thanks, Mark. Much appreciated, man. And you want to try wiring in a kill button? I bought one today. It's hard to find a kill button. Most buttons are always off, momentary on, which is the opposite than what you need. You need always on, momentary kill. And that's a little trickier to find. And they're almost never with a red cap. I guess red cap means power engage. It's black cap. So I did buy a couple today. Again, it was like $3 for a pair of them. So I might try it. I have 2 holes already drilled. Okay. And there are, one is original to the guitar and one isn't. Right. The guy added that second one at some point. But they're there. And so I'm going to populate them with something. The plan is now is 2 DT switches with one of the pickups wired through the other DT as a series parallel coil cut. I think that's my best option. It's either that or put in the kill switch. Yngwie played Aria Pro 2 guitars when he first joined Alcatraz. Yeah. Shout out to 59 Les Paul specs. I agree. It's got the nice electronics in it. Tessie switch, larger on the inside. I need a Tesseract switch. Landon says, I did a kill switch a few years back. Red arcade button from All Parts. All right. I'll take a look. I think why I want to say it's a 1/4 inch pre-drilled hole. 1/4, not half. So you got to find the right one. These guitars, these EMGs, they sound so good. Cameron, thanks so much for hanging out, man. I really, really appreciate it, dude. I know it's like 2 a.m. for you there. I appreciate you staying up. Oh, cool. Yeah, I will. I'll hit you up on Instagram. Absolutely, man. Did you try out the Klon Centaur? No. I never really... The Klons were always super expensive, but now there's so many Klon clones, you know? But that's I always felt like the Klon is more of a blues thing, and I'm always more of a, you know... Landon says, I remembered I just did a short video about it. What does the red button on the guitar do? Oh, okay, I'll take a look for it. Just a straight up, you know, Look at me. I got to learn Jordan, right? I can't believe it's 8:46. My God, it's going fast. You do electronics, right? Yeah, right, Mike Sarney? I tell you, you do it. My God, they got everything. I didn't go upstairs. I stayed downstairs. You know, I walked in. They had a giant Roland piano. I was like, oh, my God, I forgot that they do pianos. Digital pianos and stuff. They do TVs and stereo systems. They got a whole upstairs that's like crazy like that. I stuck downstairs in the parts department, but it's one of the few places you can walk in and walk out with 1,000 feet of solid core copper Cat 6. Thanks. Oh, thanks for hanging out, Garrett. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I can't wait till we can get back together again. And go have a beer. My God, I'm going to be like friggin' drinking a lot at the next NAMM. Let me just make a prediction right now for the next NAMM show. Beers oh plenty. I think that's what it might have been. It might have been an RD 2000. See you, Jay. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to be up for about another 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to wrap it. Just realized 10 minutes behind the stream. Oh, it happens. Got to refresh it. I do that sometimes, too. I see people talking in the chat. I'm like, what are they talking about? And I realize I'm back a little bit on the slider. It happens. Exactly. The beer will kill the anthrax. I will be soaked in alcohol. It is dry here today. We finally had some winter air move in. You know, it's like 25 degrees out and friggin' dry as a bone. Does the bridge float? I think it does a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, that's how what's his name would play it? Gillis, Brad Gillis, right? And demonetized. Sadly. I know he's a hot shot. Well, there goes your revenue. And yoink Sharon. Oh, hello. Aussie. We have enough for another candle to burn the house down. It's 12 there, but is that 12 Fahrenheit or 12 Celsius? I'm assuming Fahrenheit. Because 12 Celsius is not that bad. Yeah, exactly. I was just kidding. ICP to defend me. There we go, right there. All right. Well, it's 8:52. Maybe we'll call it a night. How long have I been going? Am I up to 2 hours yet? What am I at? I am at 155. Well, 155. I mean, you know, it's a touch short. And that right there is why you get a Floyd. All right, dudes. Well, I'm I'd like to hang out, but my coffee's out, and I got to admit, I really want another one. My body is ready, and I'm dying to email Ryan to say, bro, hook me up with some strings, bro. Thank you. And you are now on the Christmas card list. What do I think about Kaler? Kaler, I was always a Floyd guy over Kaler than the Cam. But Kaler, they have the... Kaler was a little fluttery for me. It has the people... There are people that love Kaler, and the Cam action on the Kaler. But I was always more of a Floyd guy. Really was. All right. We're going to call it. I'm calling it. No. You rock. And I'll see you in a week. Big Vola week this week. I got some new Vola vids coming out. And I'm going to do a live show with the guy from Vola. Just to talk about the new stuff. Kind of like their version of, a virtual NAMM. I don't know that I'm going to do it on Saturday night. Because Saturday night at 7, I think is Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. for him. And that's a little tricky. So I might do it like in the week. It could be like Thursday or something like that. I'll let you know. But keep your eye out, and there you go. 9 p.m. another coffee. I never have a coffee after 12:30 a.m. That's the latest I will have a cup of coffee. 12:30, unless Tone King's up, then 1 a.m. But that's the latest. I draw the line at 12:30 a.m. All right. All right, dudes. No. You rock, and I will see you in a week. And until then, rock on.